So this is inside a div, and the reason why I want this inside a div is because I want to use flex, so we can have extra stuff like the delete button and then the up and down arrows. So this thing could have a class of dflex, display flex like that, or I could just use columns, I guess. Let me do row. And then here I can do, oh wait, a row should be here. Right, let's remove this. Yeah, and then this one can have, because there are 12 columns in Bootstrap, so I can have 8 here, column 8, and then put a class on each one of these for column 2. So the total becomes 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so they share the space equally. And then here I want to put an icon. Let me give it a class, and that's bi caret up fill. That was the one. Let me copy this, put it here, duplicate it, and this one will be down. All right, then on this one should be the trash fill. Okay, let me see how this will look like. All right, so we have that showing. Why don't the others show? Maybe I've missed. It's caret with one R, so I think that's the problem. So let's see what we have. Okay, so we have the up, down, which is cool, but things are not going all the way here. I want them all in one line. So this div holds everything. That's row. And column 2, column 8. Okay, let me try and reduce this to column 5. Maybe there's just a problem. No, it doesn't seem to work. It didn't even move that guy at all. Let's see here. Okay, so let's change this. Let's do display flex. Yeah, much better. So at least we have these guys here. Let me put maybe column 1, 1, and 10 here. Let's see if that changes anything. Maybe it does. And then here I want to move the text to the center, so I just say text center so that it can give more space. Okay, so there we go. This is fine. Let me put borders here. I'm just going to say border. That way we can see what's going on with those two. Okay, and then align items. Align item center. I don't know if that's gonna work. Doesn't seem to be working at all. I don't know what the... But anyway, you can design these things as you wish. Also, I want to put a cursor on these guys. So I'm just going to use a style because I don't know how to do that with Bootstrap. So I'm just going to do cursor pointer. Okay, that way at least we have a pointy thingy when we are clicking. And also the trash should be red, I guess. Text danger. That should, at least somebody should know that they're about to delete this. Okay, Cool. So far we have a delete button, we have a add more, add one input, and then we have down and up here, so we can move it up and down if we want to. So this is great. But in order to be able to manipulate these guys, I want to put them in a box of their own. So we have this here, and then we have this box right here that contains everything. So I guess, yeah, I guess there is a box that does that. So we just have to name it properly so that we know what this one is. So I'll say JS input holder. That's what I'm going to call it. Now, what type of input here? I need to name this area here so that I know exactly where what this contains. So there's intended learners, but this one is a segment of what will students learn in your course. So how can we abbreviate this so that we identify it? So what will students learn? So it's up to you what you want to call this, what key you want to give this. The shorter the better. So JS input holder might not be enough. We need to specifically identify this area. But at the same time, we have this button here, add more. So I want this button just after. Okay, so there's a bigger thing here. Okay, no worries. Let me do this. JS, what will students learn? Okay, so it's quite long and lengthy, but at least this will identify this. Now you can name this JS01, that's up to you, but I like descriptive names like this so that I know exactly what I'm dealing with. That way I can grab this div. What I'm trying to do is just name it so I can grab this div when I want, and then I can manipulate what's inside it. And then I need to know when I've grabbed the actual div that contains all of this. So here I will name this one JS input like this, so that I know this is one whole input. This is what holds the inputs. And so a button, when I click here, I'm referencing this one. So I can also do class. There's a class here, which I can add like that. JS, what will students learn? Put button at the end. I don't know, add. Maybe we can do add. I should abbreviate this. Let's just do students learn. I think that will still describe it. So students learn. Here JS students learn add. Okay. And then there will be JS students learn delete. So let's copy this one. So this one is for moving up, this one is for moving down, this one is for deleting. So when somebody clicks on this, actually the whole box here, this one, there are two items in the box, so maybe dealing with the item itself. So let me move these and do that. So instead of add, one will be move up, and then this one move down. And then let's add here one more. So all we are doing is just so we can identify what each of these buttons are and what they are doing. So JS students learn, instead of add, it's delete. Okay, so we've named the buttons. This one deletes, this one moves up, this one moves it down, and then this one adds. Okay, at least we know what we are referencing here. All right, cool. So from this, we have a neat little thing here going on. Now we just need to make functions that will actually do what we want here. So first of all, let me refresh just to see that things are working as intended. Let's try to do responsive view and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so things disappear at some point here. Not cool. So I want this to be able to squeeze itself indefinitely. So what can I do here? Let's try column small 10 there. Let's do this one as well, small 1 like this. Let me see if anything changes here. Let's do column here. I don't like this display flex because I think it actually works. It has a breakpoint as well. Okay, not looking so hot here, but it actually works when we get to a certain small point here. What I don't understand is why they're remaining here instead of going this way at some point. Okay, let's change this guy to 12 here. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so that takes up the whole space now. Let me move this guy. This is 10, right? Why can't it? Oh, maybe form control is what's messing things up. Let me remove that. Let's see for a second. And no, that's not what's doing the thing. So what is doing the thing? Oh, wait. Oh, this one shouldn't be column. This should be row. Let me see. Still. Okay, we'll do some styling a bit later. Let me go to the functionality. Let me try to change that to 8, make it shorter. This thing should shrink, but it isn't for some reason. Let me monitor this well. There's 1, 2, 3 items. Let's do MD instead of small. Yeah, that's a breakpoint, so it still doesn't work as intended. But why? Let me try 1 here. Still doesn't work for some reason. Let me do this. Okay, finally. So it is the form control that is having an effect on it. Okay, so then we can go back to maybe 8. Okay, much better, but I think 10 will do better. So I think form control is messing up things because it's a it has width 100%. So what I would do is instead, let's add some padding of 2 like this. Okay, that's much better. Padding Y so that it's just top and bottom. That didn't change much, but that's okay. So at least I have these guys here. Now let's see if okay, at some point it goes to that bottom part, so that's okay. It's more responsive now. Okay, and then the whole thing now, I want to do margin Y of 2 so that it leaves some space on the top and on the bottom. Let's try 4 like this. All right, so good. So 1 item here. Does it have numbers? No, these ones do not have numbers, so this is okay. And maybe let me put 10 here so we don't go all the way. Let me see how that works. Okay, it's much better when it's like this. All right. Okay, so we have one item here, but why is this here and these guys are here? That's not good at all. Margin bottom, MYH5. What's going on here? Is it the form control? Let's see if that changes things. No, it does not. So let's just remove form control completely. Let me try 9 here so I can squeeze it a little bit more. It's moving that side instead, so not ideal. Okay, anyway, we are good to go here. So what I want is when I click add to add a second one here. So let's see if we add a second one by just duplicating like so. What are we going to have? JS input, JS input. Okay, cool. Let's see how it looks. And this is what we get. So we have 2 of these now, and we should be able to delete, move up and down, and then add more. Okay, so now we just need to add some JavaScript to make that happen.